Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our True Story mode here in Dynasty Warrior Xtreme Legend. Last time we fought the Battle of Chibi as the alliance between Sun Quan and Liu Bei chased off Cao Cao. Now Liu Bei must look for a place to call his own, so the alliance with Wu is going to be off to a shaky point as we expand west to take control of the Shu region and create this three kingdom divide that this period is known for. So there was a lot of things that happened right after the battle in between Liu Bei and Sun Quan. We're gonna skip through that because I feel like the battle here that's coming ahead is the invasion of the Shu region, the war between Liu Zhang and Liu Bei. And this is the battle of Chengdu here inside Dynasty Warrior 8. And there was a marriage, right? That's the big deal that everyone, talk about. That Liu Bei and Sun Xiangshang got married in this period, and that alliance is cemented by this marriage, and the Jin province was quote-unquote borrowed.
That poor girl. A political marriage like this will be fraught with pressure.
You don't see as much as you think you do. Just take a good look at them. Those are the faces of young people in love. You be happy. Excellent.
You might be right.
So far, all is according to plan. But my lord, the next step, I fear, will be the hardest for you to take.
So 2 years has passed since Liu Bei has acquired the Jin province. Cao Cao continued to expand his territory to the north, while Sun Quan solidified his holding on Jiangdong. Suddenly, the opportunity Liu Bei has been waiting for finally presents itself. He received a request for reinforcement from Liu Zhang in Hanzhong, who had been attacked by Zhang Lu. Liu Bei saw this opportunity to enter Liu Zhang's territory of Bashu and seize control of the land for himself. If he could do so, then he could realize Zhuge Liang's plan to split the land into three kingdoms. Dividing the land into three, it was an ambitious plan for him to compete for control of the land together with Cao Cao and Sun Quan. However, would he be able to overtake his own relative, Liu Zhang? Was that the path that he was destined to follow? While Liu Bei struggled with the decision, Pang Tong continued to urge him on for the sake of the land and its people. Once Liu Bei made up his mind, he advanced his army to Chengdu in the E province. So Chengdu is the capital at this time in the E province, and our roster includes Xu Shu this one. But this is the famous death scene of Pang Tong, so we're going to play as him and make sure he does not die. Now, I think we are already locked out of the hypothetical path, and I'm okay with that, even though this would be one of the conditions. Playing the historical path allows us to talk more about the history. Now, this is a pretty big jump between the Battle of Chengdu to from Chibi, the battle before, and the main thing that happened in this period is that after Cao Cao retreated, Liu Bei and Sun Quan raced to reclaim parts of the Jin province that Cao Cao had gained control of prior because Liu Bao's son surrendered to Cao Cao and the entire Jin province, and during that race, Liu Bei came out ahead, so he had a foothold in the Jin province. And now, just having the Jin province is not enough because that's one province out of, say, 13, and Cao Cao has about 7. So you want to expand and be competitive, you got to expand more. And the opportunity arose when Liu Zhang, who has been in the Shu region, the E province, for a long time, and his vassal Zhang Lu in the Hanzhong region had a disagreement, and they started fighting each other. And the same period, even though Cao Cao was defeated at Chibi, we mentioned how he didn't actually lose that much. he shifted his attention back north. So he fought into the Hanzhong region, and Zhang Lu essentially will end up surrendering to Cao Cao down the line. But because Cao Cao is approaching, Liu Zhang's getting nervous. So during this period, he actually sent an envoy named Zhang Song, I believe, to Cao Cao to pay tribute to the court and say that he's going to be a good governor. But Zhang Song got snubbed in the capital. Cao Cao didn't receive him very well. So Zhang Song himself came up with a plan to ask Liu Bei to come into the Shu region as an ally and then steal the land away from Liu Zhang. So he kind of played sort of a double agent there, and that kind of got Liu Zhang believing that Liu Bei's arrival to face off against Cao Cao would be helpful. And there were so many advisors under Liu Zhang that advised him against this, as inviting Liu Bei in would definitely prove to be more trouble than the threat of invasion from Cao Cao. But Liu Zhang didn't listen, and when Liu Bei first arrived, he got invited into Chengdu, and they feasted there for over 100 days before Liu Bei was given supplies and some manpower to move north to face off against Ma Chao's unit, who has joined Zhang Lu during this period. So that's where Liu Bei will eventually pick up Ma Chao. He didn't bring everyone with him into the Shu region because someone needs to stay behind in the Jin province to defend. That's why you see the condensed roster here of Huang Zhong, Wei Yan, and Pang Tong. And Pang Tong, being his chief strategist at this time, while Zhuge Liang stayed behind in the Jin province. And they stayed out there fighting Ma Chao's unit for a while until Ma Chao and Zhang Lu broke up and Ma Chao joined Liu Bei. And then it got exposed that Liu Bei had intentionally came to the Shu region to take over. So Liu Zhang decided to fight Liu Bei. And the war didn't happen right away. Many people believe that Liu Zhang surrendered and it was over. The war between Liu Zhang and Liu Bei lasted for about 3 years, and during the process of this war, Pang Tong died. Not at the Battle of Chengdu, but early on. When the Battle of Chengdu was about to happen, Chengdu being the capital, Liu Zhang decided at this battle that he was going to surrender. Because war has consumed his land for 3 years, he feels bad about the people. Even though they had a real shot of defending Chengdu, they had at least 30,000 men left and over a year of food supplies in the city. They could have held on for a very long siege and perhaps dragged out the battle to the point where Liu Bei can't win. It was possible, but Liu Zhang decided to surrender everything to Liu Bei at that time, and thus Liu Bei had the Shu region under his control and was able to eventually form the Third Kingdom. Now, obviously Dynasty Warrior is going to be very different, but we're going to be playing as Pang Tong here to save him. And he has the Floral Fan, or the Shadow Fan, which we do not have a single good copy of. That's going to be a big problem. We can buy a couple ones in camp, and if not, maybe we take a couple good weapons like these and just use them, like Flamebringer. Right, we have some really good ones. So let's grab those first. If we can buy our own weapon, we'll buy our own weapon. I still want to see his own combo. This is probably the only time we get to use Pang Tong in this run. So let's see how things go. His EX attack is the 4 basic 2 charge and just the 2 charge, which we're not going to see because we're not using the fan unless we buy one.
I'll do my best out there, but I'm not promising anything.
Alright, first things first. Please have something. No, only 2-star. So we're not going to buy these. We're just going to use the alt weapons here. This land's absolutely necessary in order for Lord Liu Bei to establish his kingdom. But there's something about this battle. It's not like the others we've fought. I mean, it's against your relative who hosted you, and then you're here to steal his land, so of course. Those two have studied tactics. Great to see the number of strategists increasing. Who do we have here? Oh, Fa Zheng and Li Hui. So Fa Zheng is a strategist under Liu Zhang who betrayed him. Mianzhu garrison and Fu Castle are strategic positions. Attacking them will surely divert the enemy's attention. Mianzhu is north of Chengdu. Was the former capital until it burned down. and I guess it got rebuilt. The battle won't end if the enemy stayed holed up in there. Let's attack Mianzhu Fort and Fu Castle. It will open up a shortcut to Chengdu. Mianzhu's fire that burned it down also burned Liu Zhang's father, Liu Yan's back and caused his death. Way back in 194, I think. I've been serving Master Liu Bei for many years. Finally, it's time to take our country. The way Lord Liu Bei rules will surely please the people of the Yi province, there's no doubt about it. Lord Liu Bei is clearly suffering. It has the same name. Is having the same name such a big deal? The Liu clan's name. Wang Zhong and Wei Yan are experienced officers. They're sure to help us in battle. The one called Ma Chao of Xiliang has apparently sided with Liu Zhang. No, I mean, unless it's like an enemy of the enemy is my friend type of situation, not true. But I guess they're condensing the battle at Jiamengguan with the Battle of Chengdu altogether. Aren't Liu Zhang and Liu Bei related? I wonder if they couldn't just share Chengdu. No, I didn't think so. I mean, it's Liu Bei who doesn't really want to share, so yeah. My lord, it's me, the man you saved. I just found out that I will become a father soon. I wonder if it would be alright to build a house in Chengdu. It would be a nice place to raise children. I speak of benevolence, yet attack one of my family. Is this truly the path I should be taking? You tell me, my friend. Liu Bei still doesn't have a country. I defeat Liu Zhang. Chengdu will be Liu Bei's. Yeah, Wei Yan was made into, a dumb person in Dynasty Warrior. You are so straightforward, Master Liu Bei. I have to admit, at my age, it's almost irritating. But that's the best thing about you, Master Liu Bei. You understand that too, don't you? Wang Zhong didn't really want to work for Liu Bei, but got invited too many times. The Sleeping Dragon and the Fledgling Phoenix. We are the Fledgling Phoenix, by the way. We are lucky to have these great strategists. Our lord is sure to prevail. Zhuge Liang is also heading toward Chengdu. Things are looking good. See, Zhuge Liang doesn't come here unless Pang Tong dies. Because Pang Tong got killed, Zhuge Liang was summoned from the Jin province. So for those of you who argue, like, say, Xu Shu would have made a difference, maybe. But the key is, if Pang Tong doesn't die, then Zhuge Liang doesn't need to ever leave the Jin province, and then Guan Yu wouldn't be alone over there. I feel safe when I'm near Xu Shu. I wonder why. I mean, guy clearly is from the Assassin Order, but anyways, let's go. Is this really the only way forward, Pang Tong? You got too close to Master Liu Bei. That makes you feel his pain too intensely. However, Master Liu Bei has no other choice if he wants to obtain Yi province. He must even trample family, if that is what it takes. I fear this battle will be too much for him though. Master Liu Bei making his stand will greatly please the people of this region. That's why he must do this. This chaos isn't easy to deal with, is it, Pang Tong? You're only just worked that out? Come on, let's go.
Okay, let's take Chengdu for ourselves. I'm counting on you, everyone.
Ooh, this sword.
Suppose I'll work my way around from the east. I'm gonna go and give Lower Castle a little surprise.
Okay, so we're going to make sure he doesn't die. There is a fort that I should be taking before I kill myself. So let's kill this general first before we take the southern route.
I'll let you go for now. Don't think you've won.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Hey, surprise, surprise.
must fall back.
Okay, I think we should go do our thing.
You say the Mianju garrison has fallen? Well, we can't just run away and abandon it. Yes, things are going according to plan. If we keep this up, then all will be well. Launching an
Who's down
attack
here?
on Liu Chong of my very own clan. Is this really the right
Yang
course to
Hong.
be taken?
Yang Hong ends up working for Liu Bei. Not all of them do. Some die here, some refuse to work for him and gets executed. But Yang Hong definitely works for Liu Bei. This is a different Yang Hong than the one that worked for Yuan Shu. And they used the wrong character in Total War 3 Kingdoms, but they are fixing it after we reported that. Wait, there's a general behind that we left?
Now's our chance! Unleash your arrows!
Wait, Zhang Ren? That's who I'm supposed to kill.
I hit somebody! He must be the enemy strategist! That should help slow down their plot.
Oh, I'm supposed to kill him first, am I not?
Of all things. I must be losing at my old age. Still, I can't let injuries like these get the better of me. It's not long until we will create
I
a
think I
land for
killed
Master Liu
myself
Bei.
by walking that way first instead of killing Zhang Ren first. But that's okay, we're going down historical routes anyways. Yeah, I'm supposed to kill him
You're going to
here
face me. Step forward.
before I trigger that arrow. But since we're playing him, we get to use him for the rest of this fight and then see him just randomly die, I believe. Which it would be a sad fate. I guess we should have climbed up this thing and then killed him, which would have stopped the trigger. Oh well, historical it is.
Good!
Who's guarding here? Now, Zhang Ren didn't historically, set up the ambush and kill him, but he was a loyalist. He was the one in charge with Liu Zhang's son to defend against Liu Bei in the first place.
You sure know how to fight!
Open up. We haven't used our Musu yet. We should try that.
Seems those arrows from before have left me a bit worse for the wear. I just need to hold out until this battle's over.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I killed Pang Tong already.
You are a fool to come out here alone. You shall fall prey to my tactics.
What? It's like a forward dive with fire, and we just T-pose over everyone? Okay, sure.
Now, let's give the enemy something to chew on.
Now, I actually don't know many of the Liu Zhang officers. Like a couple of major ones, maybe, but not like
Hey, we
Lung
managed to open
Bao.
the castle gates! I better pick up the pace as well!
They're not even coming at me. Ooh, this sword move is really nice.
You are doing an excellent job.
It's like, oh, we step on top of our little fan and go like 8000 Guohai style. So like the 8 Immortals, there's the one who rides on the fan. Do not steal my kill, Fa Zheng.
You sure know how to fight!
Well, Fa Zheng uses, what, magic carpet? And we thought our fan flying around was cool.
Our allies are due to arrive shortly.
See, Fa Zheng was very trusted. Like, both Pang Tong and Fa Zheng led armies during this period of time. Zhuge Liang didn't. So, ooh, Pang Yi.
That's some excellent fighting.
Pang Yi was a Han officer who Liu Yan paid to protect Liu Zhang's son, so Liu Yan's grandson, to escape the capital after Liu Zhang's first two sons got killed there. And then Pang Yi became pretty trusted, but then a lot of the problem with a lot of their officers, they got sent to like these semi-remote regions, kind of like Hanzhong, and they became almost like autonomous.
I see. For this, I am most grateful. I have no desire for pointless bloodshed.
Yeah, of course, everyone has a shield except for the actual guard. Oh, Fei Guan. Fei Guan would be...
Who in their right mind would ever surrender?
I think he's related to Liu Zhang's mother. Lady Fei was Liu Yan's wife.
Fallen victim to an enemy plot.
And not only is Lady Fei like the wife of Liu Zhang, I believe, wife of
Injuries, Pang Tong.
Liu Yan,
Don't push yourself
I
too
believe
hard.
one of their clan's girls ended up marrying Liu Zhang's son as well. So like, kind of like grandma
Not bad.
and your wife
I find your
are from the
efforts to be
same
quite
family.
impressive.
Yeah, basically Liu Zhang's son's grandmother would be Lady Fei, and then he would also marry a Lady Fei. Fei is a big clan in this region.
Come forth. I shall
Yeah, Fa Zheng uses a magic carpet. Special Musu? Same thing. Maybe we don't have Special Musu yet. Still the magic carpet ride.
I defeated an officer.
Hey, hey, Li Yan. Where's Yan Yan, by the way? Counter? Li Yan becomes, you know, quite a talented Shu official.
Reviewing my strategy.
Yeah, a lot of these guys will, you know, surrender and become part of Shu. Wuban? Why don't you use your magic carpet? Oh, I should also test out my jump Musu.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Donghe, you're up.
You're better than I thought. Good job.
Ah, we just fanned
Perfect
them.
timing.
Okay.
I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Everyone's trying to steal my kill.
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Okay, we got it. There's a few officers on the other side that I kind of want to kill. Wait, I messed up the jump. Yang Huai?
I must fall back.
Master Liu Bei, I think I'm gonna
I am
die,
sorry to
but
have caused you this trouble. I am only alive because of you.
You are doing an excellent job.
Liu Ba. I'm trying to think if he is the second son of Liu Zhang.
Perfect time.
Liu Xun will be the oldest and the one that's kind of historically relevant because Liu Xun was actually kept in Chengdu after Liu Zhang surrendered. Liu Zhang was invited to go live in the
I shall
Jin
return
province.
after reviewing my strategy.
And I think the only reason why Liu Xun was allowed to stay was because Fei Guan pleaded with Liu Bei. Because Fei Guan was his father-in-law. He didn't want his son-in-law and daughter to move to the Jin province.
You are a
See,
fool
another
to come
fake.
out here alone. You shall fall prey to my tactics. I shall
Big clan.
return after reviewing
But
my strategy.
dies pretty quick here.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Does he drop good stuff? Not really. Oh. Who is leading this ambush? Wang Quan? Let's go for a
Return after
ride!
reviewing my strategy.
Where's his drop?
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Drawbridge
I am
has been
sorry
low.
to
Ooh,
have kept you
reinforcements.
I
Ah.
see that you have made great progress, Pang Tong.
It is time
In
to
terms of
break
getting us
down
killed?
the gates. We will take
Oh.
the castle in one go.
This is when he surrenders, right? Or does he not surrender in
The
this time? We have to
catapults
kill
are
everyone.
ready. Let us use them to break down the gates.
Escort. I mean, there's no enemies around. They have a very weird angle of firing. They're trying to hit this thing here, but they're like perpendicular to them. Hey, but that's cool. Ah, okay.
Oh no! This is just terrible. We were always secure here, away from the fighting.
He talks of benevolence, and yet brings this destruction. The villain. Oh, enemy of justice! Ha!
Ah, young master! I knew he'd react like that. Let's go! Ha!
Now you face me. My spear shall strike down all evil. Ah!
So that's my deck. Okay. He brings a big calligraphy pen to the battle.
Looking to invade Chengdu? Then you shall face the spear of justice instead.
Now, obviously, we mentioned already, they combined basically two different campaigns into one here.
We're about to break that spear in half.
But we're gonna make things historically correct by killing ourselves in this battle, and also by beating these two brothers or cousins really, really quickly.
Now listen, Master Liu Bei has his own ideas.
It's unfortunate Ma Chao didn't live very long, but Ma Dai did quite a bit for Shu.
In that case,
But how
I
do we?
shall join you in your quest to right the
We gotta
wrongs
go
of
through the
this
gates on
land.
the side. Ma Chao surrendered.
Young
Ah.
master, if that is what you desire, then it is my pleasure to join them as well.
Ma Chao has defected to the enemy? What's he playing at?
We can only do one side. We gotta do it fast.
You're better than I thought. Good job.
You're going to face me. Step forward.
Let's see what you think of this. Strength. I'm pulling back for now.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Let's go.
You are the last person I would want to face as an enemy.
Unfortunately, the game put a title on top of your name. so you're the one who's gonna die. Alright, who's defending the inner? Zhang Yi? Okay. Another big deal here in the Shu region, eventually. Working as a general under Liu Bei. Ooh. But first we take a magic carpet ride. Well, magic fan ride. Oh, I see Liu Zhang's son over there. Oh my god.
You sure know how to fight.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Liu Shu, the oldest son of Liu Zhang.
You're better than I thought. Good job.
You cowardly invaders. I shall defeat you on behalf of my glorious father. Such great strength. I'm pulling back for now.
Alright, let's see if we can get these guys.
There is no
Liu
greater
Gui. Okay, so he's the second son.
disgrace
Liu
than
Ba?
burning
I don't remember who Liu Ba is. Oh my god.
You'll be remembered for
Ride,
generations
ride,
to
ride, ride, ride.
That may be. Still,
So
I have
many.
no choice but to continue.
I'm going to have your head.
Wow, how many mobile commanders do they have?
You sure know how to fight.
Let's see what you think of this. Hey, I defeated an officer. Let's see what you think of this.
Wow. This
Let's see what you think of this.
is pretty insane.
Let's see what you think of this.
Still so many.
You are doing an excellent job.
I mean, I think we should go for 1,000 at this point. Given that we're good as dead here. Fell into that ambush. You know, ambush wound that will kill us, but doesn't slow us down a bit as we kill off 1,000. Oh, Liu Zhang's gonna die. Hold on, hold on. 1,000. Okay, we're good. Goodbye, Liu Zhang.
Lord Liu Bei has come to save us from this terrible war.
Hooray for Lord Liu Bei! Hooray!
Master Liu Zhang, I'm...
Don't go feeling sorry for him. Listen carefully. The people are happy to be your subjects. A benevolent man would go to them.
Pang Tong!
The battle went well, at least. But as for myself, it looks like I misread the remainder of my life.
But if you were injured, why didn't you say?
My lord, let me take this chance to speak. There are times when it can be best to hide your true face. No matter what happens, you must keep showing the people a benevolent visage.
Enough. I understand. Say no more.
Yes. This is my final lecture. Fly high, my lord. To the very top.
Alright, so my mistake got Pang Tong killed, but we preserved history here as we have taken over Chengdu. Even though Dynasty War is pretty far away from history, the city of Chengdu definitely wept for Liu Zhang when he surrendered. But now we have 3 kingdoms, and the story must move on. So we'll come back next time as we'll continue our true story mode. Until then, bye!